next one in the next 10 years?
Listen, man, you can always watch those throwback films on Thursdays. Throwback Thursdays, the Knicks championship games with Phil Jackson playing and all that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Wow.
There's nothing
It's
wrong
been
with
a
that.
long time before that last one, so y'all better stop. It's been like 14.
Was you even born?
Was you?
I know. I was. I was a kid. That's what I'm saying. I know you wasn't. I know you wasn't born. You were a lot younger than me, so.
Before our time.
Yeah, you wasn't.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
All right, we about to start in 3, 2, 1.
How's everybody doing? This is EMD Sports. I'm your host, Chris Hit or Miss.
I'm your host, Straight Talk Ted.
We're here to talk about Week 10 picks of NFL, and and revert onto last week picks that we picked, and we hit or miss. I kind of won this week. You know what I'm saying? I won as well, like I always do. This week,
by one
you know what I
game,
mean?
man.
About
That's
12
it.
to 11. It don't really matter, but I won. That's it for this week.
Oh man, here
So
we
let's
go,
just,
man.
Let's just put it out the way. We got this.
All right, man.
So
Yeah.
we're not gonna start. We're gonna go a little different route. We're not gonna start with yesterday's game because we're gonna preview that when we talk about the game as we go on. All right, we'll talk about the Cincinnati-Baltimore game. So we're just gonna start off right now with the New York Giants. Or you want to go back to the games of last week?
It's your call, brother. Whatever. It doesn't matter, man. I mean, you got me last
We're gonna
week.
go back and forth. We just do it just like that.
Okay, it's fine.
First game of the week: New York Giants at Carolina Panthers. This is in London or something like that. I guess it's 9:30, so it got to be in somewhere, not in the U.S.
It's 9:30 a.m. It's gonna be probably overseas. Yeah, absolutely. That should be a good game.
Last week you picked the Giants, right?
Yeah, I picked the Giants last week. You know what? Carolina is just as bad as the Giants. Let's keep it real. This is one of those pick'em games. I think this is just for both of these teams. Even though somebody has to win, it's a nice vacation. They bring their family out there, go tour around, look at England, whatever they, check out the scenery and stuff like that.
It's all good.
Yeah. So I don't really think that it makes a difference. But I tell you one thing: the fans out there. Well, two things. The fans out there, they into football. They come out there.
Nah, they are. I ain't gonna lie.
have the costumes on. All
the last
that.
couple of years, they've been.
It's in Germany. It's in Germany.
Oh, it's gonna be dope.
It's gonna be dope.
It's
That's
gonna be
dope.
Yeah,
That's
because
dope. Nice
they
weather.
really get into the game and all that stuff.
Nice
but also
weather. I know what's the
too,
weather in Germany.
their stadiums are super big.
Yo, they stadiums is nice.
And they be full.
Over the last couple of years, it's gotten
Yo.
better and better. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
I think it'd be a good game. But as far as like who I think probably should win the game, I think Carolina is just as bad. I'm gonna go with the Giants on this one, man. I think I like the Giants winning this game.
I'm gonna go with the Giants because they more like stable. They more.
Yeah,
They're the Giants. They
yeah.
ain't that bad. Like they bad as in QB, but they not bad like that.
But the next game we got
New Orleans.
You got New England Patriots playing against Chicago. Now, first of all, let me ask you a question because you're a New England fan. Have they lost 2 games straight in a row?
Yeah, that happened already.
No, I'm just saying recently. Have they won? Are they coming off a 2-game losing streak?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the odds of them losing 3 games? That's the question. That's the $1 million question. Are they going to lose 3 games in a row? And they're playing Chicago, which did lose their last game to the Commanders, and my man was pissed off. We think we talked about that.
They only lost one.
Oh, they lost one. All right, so they got a chance to go back to back. All right, losses.
Okay.
And
Right.
the wide receiver from DJ Moore walked up the field. You seen that?
No, what happened?
He walked up the field. He said he hurt his leg, but he walked up the field mid-play.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's bad.
That's sending a message.
I know.
I don't know what kind of message, but that's sending a message.
Oh,
Maybe he's really hurt. You don't think he was hurt? You think he just didn't want to play?
Bro, you can't walk off the field, bro, mid-play.
No, but speaking
Before
of
the snap, bro, you
speaking
can't do
of
that.
walking off the field, what about the brother that the quarterback? I said I was tired.
I think we discussed that, even though last week, but
Yeah.
he was tired. He got benched for your boy Joe Jomo.
You told my man Flacco, right?
He ain't look too good. We're going to get to that.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
So who you got, New England or Chicago?
You know what, man? I'm gonna have to go with Chicago. Coming off a loss, I'm going with Chicago. I like them to beat you, New England. It is what it is, man. I got to go where the money is.
I'll go with Chicago because they're at home. I ain't going, you know what I'm saying?
I have no faith in your team, man. No faith whatsoever.
They look good last week, but they got a rookie quarterback. We be building. They terrible. Buffalo at Indianapolis Colts. Oh, we just talked about that. Trap game? Your boy Joe Flacco.
Game.
Here we go. This
Trap game.
buffoonery.
Trap game.
Diabolical. Go ahead.
I think listen. Buffalo is tough. They playing all cylinders. They
You
looking
think?
real good.
Yo, it's funny.
But-
Yo, we got this injury report, and now Amari Cooper, he went down the day
Yeah.
after we read this. Ain't that something?
Yeah.
Oh, I seen that. Seen that
Yeah.
report.
He went down.
So
You're right.
you tell me, my brother. You tell me.
I think that this game here is going to be interesting for the standpoint. All right, let's first of all you got Keon Coleman wrist questionable, Reggie Gilman at fullback, wide receiver Amari Cooper out.
Amari
And-
Cooper's out.
It says injuries are questionable. Well, he might be questionable
No, he's
for the
playing.
Bills. Okay, all right. So and you got Balin Spector. Okay, now as far as the Colts, the only one guy they got out is Michael Pittman. That's it.
I mean,
So that from a healthier standpoint, it seemed like the Colts are a little bit more healthier.
pick your man
You know
Joe
what?
Flacco, man.
I'm
You
going
throwing this trap
with
up, man.
Flacco.
Go with the flag.
Flacco. I'm going with Flacco,
Mr.
man.
McDonald's himself.
I'm taking my kids to McDonald's.
Going with
and
Josh
I'm playing
Allen, man.
Josh.
The boy wonder, man. What's wrong with y'all, yo? What's wrong
Yeah,
with y'all,
Josh
man?
Allen, man. Whatever, man.
Oh, he gonna
You can
show
have
y'all,
him.
man.
You can have Josh Allen, man.
Mahomes better watch it for his ass. Speaking of Mahomes,
Oh.
Denver Nuggets. Excuse me, I always call them the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Broncos against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Let me tell you something, man.
That's an easy one. Trap game.
No, it's not. It's easy.
Trap
one.
game.
No, it's easy game.
Easy
have
game?
you seen? Have you seen what what Mahomes have been doing? They cooking up a nice.
All right, last
they
week.
cooking
All right,
it
so
up.
let's
They
just
cooking
talk
up.
about it.
They
Last
cooking
week,
it up.
they still not losing. They lost to Tampa Bay against.
What are you talking about?
Last week, Monday, they lost. Let's just recap on the last week game that
You
Kansas
said they lost to Tampa Bay.
Excuse me, they won against Tampa Bay.
Okay, get it right.
Get it right.
All right.
Tampa Bay came back and almost beat them. They actually was leading, then they came back in Kansas City. You want to elaborate on that?
Well, I will say this.
Tampa Bay didn't go for 2 points. Go ahead.
I will say this. My man was balling out with injuries. That means they had a lot of guys that are injured.
Talking
Mike Evans didn't
about
play.
Baker Mayfield. What's going on with that? Like He's supposed to be
Mayfield.
terrible. He's not.
No,
he's not.
He's doing his thing.
I gotta give him respect.
Yeah, you
I've
gotta
been
give
giving him respect,
respect.
but
Right.
it's getting. I don't know what's going on. Like
But
we're in the
played,
multiverse.
and they could have won that game. All right, let's be honest. They could have won that game.
They should have won
All
for two.
Right, but Mahomes and them, man. The experience is just too much.
Nah,
man.
I can't bet on them. You can't bet on them no more. I picked them, but you can't bet on them. They're just gonna find wins the way they
But-
won't keep winning the way they winning.
That's the point I'm about to make.
Go ahead.
I don't think they can carry that on to the playoffs.
No.
They can't be. I mean, they winning games tough as hell, but to take that momentum to the playoffs,
Nah,
it's not gonna work.
you need to be like.
Yeah, because the law of averages is gonna catch up to you. You're gonna have that game where you think you can win and you're gonna lose. Something's gonna happen.
And people keep saying, they haven't played at their best potential. And I be saying like, yo, sometimes teams have every other year. Sometimes they never reach that potential. Like you be like, damn, we just never.
True.
Like you ever see a team that be like, oh, they're gonna do it. They never really.
But they still, at the end of the day,
Yeah, they are.
They're a
They are.
top
They
three
are.
team in the NFL.
I always say this.
Top three.
I say this is forget about the records, forget about all the jealousy and all the hate. It's
Right.
not how you when you win or lose. If you're in a playoffs, if you're a playoff contender, it's what you look like, what your eye tell you. Like, cause you could be a 10-6 team, but that team is rolling. Like you understand? Like the
Well,
Giants
If you
with
go,
the Patriots.
when you go into the playoffs
Yeah.
with some momentum,
Yeah. That's why.
And-
That's why
yeah.
we'll really see with the Kansas City Chiefs after the last 2 or 3 games.
Well,
how they moving.
the latest with
and
him,
they got a bye too.
The latest
That's-
with him, he has a little ankle issue too. That's not for talking about. He has a little ankle issue.
He always got
He
ankle
sprung-
issues.
he
He's
sprung his
fine.
ankle.
He's fine.
He sprung
Patrick
his
Mahomes is
ankle.
a tough guy. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes is tough. That's one thing about him. He's not no slouch. He's tough. He's tough. He's tough.
Okay.
He's tough. So who you got? Denver.
I'm
You
gonna
got
go
the
with
Kansas
Kansas
City.
City. I'm going with Kansas City on that.
I think it's gonna be a tight game though. I think it's really gonna be tight. I don't know
Yo,
why.
when
I don't
you-
know
when
why.
you-
I just
when
got
you-
this feeling.
When you're the champs, you got a bullseye out on your back. Everybody's gonna go out. Everybody's coming after you.
Nah, but I think that game is.
And remember, Denver lost like the last 2 games. Am I correct?
Yeah, they did.
So they on the losing.
They got a
streak.
rookie quarterback. We gotta. Come
Look
on.
like he's still in high school. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. Yeah.
Got the Atlanta Falcons against the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints. Derek Carr. Yeah, I said his name right. Derek Carr threw the Chris Olave. He got hurt on a play. Keyshawn Johnson, I forgot his name. Google his name. Keyshawn Johnson's a nephew. He played in a wide receiver a couple years ago in New Orleans. He tweeted something like, "Yo, you shouldn't have thrown that football out."
Wasn't there some words or something like that? Wasn't
Yeah, he tweeted.
something going on?
Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas.
There's
There we
something
go.
going on
Thank you.
between the two of them because there was some words that he said like,
Oh, yeah,
like this guy's not really like.
I guess they never got along. So David Carr, went to the podium and took the address. He says for whatever reason he got along. He just didn't get along with him. Period. He don't like him. Like David Carr did. So he said that he look, when you playing quarterback, you have a responsibility of not just, you know what I'm saying, like throwing the ball. You got to make sure that person is throwing the ball. You can't let somebody guide him, like take his head off. And he did. I ain't gonna lie. There was a purpose.
You know what?
It's football, but you do have to have that accountability.
Is the guy a slot receiver? The guy we talking about?
He's everything. Slide.
All right,
He's everything though. But
that comes with the territory of the game.
But he's not really a slot.
But there's also plays
really
where plays where you can't lead the receiver a certain kind of way because it will put him in harm's way.
Yeah, and that's what I ain't gonna lie. Yeah,
that's true.
Could he had not did it? Yeah, maybe. I ain't gonna lie, but
so basically, what the guy said, you didn't throw the ball accurate enough in that particular.
Yeah,
play.
he kind of said that, and kind of probably
kind of said he was stink too. He tried to say he was a scrub. Let's be honest. That's what he was trying to say.
And then he's not playing anymore. He's on he's on the bench. As in like he's not. Nobody's calling him. He's only 30 years old. All these wide receivers, why nobody ain't picking him? They probably thinking like, yo, I'm getting blackballed a little. You know what I'm saying? So that's going on right there.
Interesting.
Coaches don't really like when you blackball. You can't talk about the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? You know how that goes. I guess he feel like
not openly like that. No, you can't do that.
And I guess
You're
he
not
felt
supposed to do
like
that.
because he was playing with him a couple years ago, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah. So
But
I guess
you know what, man.
So that's what's happening right now. That's just a little recap.
Well, you know what? Based on that, they're having that much kind of drama.
And the kid is out. I mean, the kid got stretched. He got with a stretcher.
Okay, so I'm going with the
Big
Atlanta.
ass
I'm
air
going
cast.
I'm going with the Atlanta Falcons then, man. Plain and simple, man. Based on what you're saying, and
Don't go with what I'm saying, though.
I value what you say, bro.
Don't go with what I'm saying, though. Make sure you pick your pick.
I'm going to go with Atlanta, man. I value what you're talking about, man. I like that. So the next game we got San Francisco against Tampa Bay. Bay.
It's your boy Baker.
I think there's gonna be a lot of fights in the stands in this game too. I think it's gonna be
fireworks.
So it's gonna be violence in this game right here.
It is. I think so too.
Yeah.
This is a good one. I ain't gonna lie. Tampa
Yeah.
Bay, they hot right now. Like we just talked about who's hot. They hot right now. The way they moved on Kansas City, they was smoking
even though
them.
they lost again, like you said, the way they were moving,
They was moving.
They were moving.
They was moving. I was like, whoa, what's going on here?
But sometimes when you go
I'm going
against,
San Fran.
when you go against
Kyle Shanahan. No, you're not.
When you go against
Nah.
this, like, sometimes San Francisco is like a movable object. Sometimes that dude, despite he's a hell of a lineman too, man. He's tough, man. What's the
Trent
gentleman?
Williams.
No, for San Francisco, the guy that's
Defense or offense?
defense.
Oh, Bosa.
Bosa's tough.
Your boy.
Man. Bosa's the MAGA.
Your boy, the MAGA.
MAGA guy. You know what I'm saying? Yo, he's tough, man.
He's tough.
He's tough, man.
He's top tier.
Yeah. I got him and my man, Steelers defensive lineman up there. What's his name? What's his name? Watson.
J.J. Watts.
Yeah, Watts.
Oh,
Yeah.
T.J. Watts.
T.J.
T.J. Watts.
Watts, T.J.
You got him over T.J. Okay.
No, I don't got him over TJ. I didn't say that. Don't put words in my mouth. No, I didn't say that. Because TJ is.
Speaking of TJ, we going right into the point. See how I just rolled?
Well,
Pittsburgh Steelers.
hold on,
I got San Fran. I got
You
San Fran.
You know what? It's game
Oh,
in Tampa Bay.
oh.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler. Oh, let's go.
Alright.
The Baker. It's the Baker man.
The Baker.
The Baker.
Yeah, I'm
It's
going
the
with the
Baker.
Baker.
There you
I'm
go.
going with the Baker. So what?
Okay,
So the next.
crazy.
Oh, good. Next game. I'll call this one out. You got my Steelers playing against the Commanders. Sound like some kind of like
That sound like nothing.
the Commanders. Sound like some kind of like.
They should have kept the old Washington football team. That's what they should have did.
Some kind of cartoon or something like that. The Commanders. Sound like some kind of, But anyway, this is gonna be a tough game because the Commanders are good and they playing in Washington. Steelers better not.
The Steelers is back. All right.
They better
First
be
of
on
all,
the A game. They better be on the A game.
They can't. They off a bye week, so ain't no excuses about nothing, right?
A lot of times teams don't play good after the bye week, depending on how if you're coming from a bye week and you lost before you went to the bye week, yeah, of course, yeah, you of course, right. But if you already won a game and you coming off like a 2-3 game winning streak, you get kind of complacent sometimes. So Steelers better be on top of their game because they can get got.
They can get got.
But you know what? I never go against my Steelers.
Never go against the Steelers.
Steelers Nation, stand up. Let's go with it.
Steelers at Washington. You know what? I
Steelers
really want to
stand
go
up.
for Washington. I really want to.
It's okay. I wouldn't listen. I would understand that because they're playing that good. And was it the Daniels, the quarterback? He's tough, man.
Jay, the reason why I want to go for
Tough,
that because
tough,
the only
tough.
reason why because y'all got a tough head of schedule. Y'all got like your whole division. The last
Listen,
6 out of the
man.
last 8 games are from your division, which is weird. I don't know who put that in perspective.
You know what?
Y'all got the
The
Ravens. Y'all
Steelers-
even got the Eagles. What's that about? I don't know. And they even gave you San Francisco. Ooh,
Yeah.
Sound like a bird getting killed, man.
That's what happened when we played him. You right, brother. You said it. You called it right. We gonna kill him. Gonna skin him too. Nah, anyway. You got Minnesota at
I didn't even
Jack-
pick. I don't know. Who did I pick? I picked Washington.
You picked the Steelers, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Steelers. I go with the Steelers because you know why?
alright.
They back from
Yeah.
There's no way they could lose, right?
No,
for
I
Bob?
would never say that because I'm telling you, these boys are on fire. Washington, come on, man, they on fire.
Nah, Pittsburgh got that. I got
All
that.
right, so we got all right. So the next game we got Minnesota at Jacksonville. Oh boy.
Jacksonville,
A
yo,
struggling Jacksonville
they
team.
tough.
Skinny,
They were tough against
Cali,
Philly. They
Skinny
wasn't-
jeans, Cali, my man. That's a tough call for me. Minnesota on the other hand is playing some good football. Got a top tier
I'm
defense.
going Minnesota. They got top QB, top wide receiver. Like, what are we talking about?
Really? So so Jacksonville lost 2 games in a row, right? Maybe even 3. They're not in good shape right now. But you know what? The Swami has spoken. I am going with Jacksonville. Yes, sir. Hey, we picking winners here today, baby. Winners.
Jacksonville? I went
Winners.
Minnesota.
Yeah, I like Jacksonville. In this game.
Tennessee Titans at Los Angeles Chargers. Who you got?
Wasn't the Chargers coming off a bye now? Aren't they coming off a bye? They didn't play last week, did they?
Nah, they didn't play last week. They came
Okay,
off a bye.
so-
No, they beat Cleveland actually,
Okay,
like 30
all right.
to 10.
So they're playing against Tennessee, a team that has its moments.
Okay.
All right. So, but they're playing in Los Angeles. They're playing the Chargers in San Diego. I'm gonna go with the Chargers, man. I like
the Chargers.
I'm going with the Chargers.
Tennessee's terrible. What are we talking about?
I'm going with the
Tennessee.
Chargers. I like the Chargers. in this game.
Philadelphia Eagles at Dallas Cowboys.
Well, this is one of those games where
Mhm.
the cat is in the corner and he's in the corner and he's scratching. He's coming out fighting.
Don't get too close.
Wow.
Don't get
You
too
might,
close.
you might get scratched.
Okay,
Okay, so
stretch your eyes out.
Dallas, Philly should beat these dudes easily. But Dallas is like a wounded animal right now. They're just
They wounded.
They wounded
Like,
and they probably wounded and probably got rabies too at the same time. But I'm telling you, something has to happen with Dallas. Dallas, they need this game.
It's everything.
Even if they don't even make the playoffs, they need this
They
game.
need
because,
this. They need this
because
for the pride.
Because I'm telling you, if they lose a couple
For the
more
culture.
games, if they lose a couple more games, they're going to dismantle that team. You know that, right?
I mean, they just gave Dak Prescott the extension.
He'll be the
though.
only guy that be left. He'll be
Just gave him a CD. CD
Yeah,
be
that's it.
depressed.
They'll be coming out the locker room by themselves because the rest they're going to get rid of everybody else. I'm
They're
telling
gonna
you.
they're gonna trade this guy.
Who?
I don't know. I'm not saying that, but
Who's that?
it's Stephon Diggs' brother. You see how he came out the reporter a couple weeks ago?
Oh man. Well, okay. So, what do you think? Who you got first? I'm always picking first. You always.
First of all,
who you got?
Philadelphia
Who you
Eagles.
got?
I don't know. Last week they was
Wait,
What-
did you see that move that Barkley did?
that was fire.
Jumped over the guy.
Leaped over him backwards.
Backwards.
That's different. It's different. It's definitely different. It's not that you don't teach that. That's God given.
Oh, he's talented. I mean, the guy's a physical.
Nah, that's
specimen,
special.
man.
That's
He's tough.
he was touched. He was
Yeah.
touched by like powers that be like, no, you're great.
Yeah.
You're great. So, but did you see the coach though keep going there for third down? He got the
Yes.
penalty. Instead of him just taking the field goal, he goes for it and then doesn't get. He won it for
Well-
third down and fourth down, 2-point conversions. He's terrible.
Oh.
Saying all that, I got the Eagles over Dallas. Fly
Yeah.
Eagles, fly.
I like Philly. Okay, I like Philly too. All right, so
I
this
thought you all
game.
like the Cowboys. I thought you go for the Cowboys.
Nah,
Oh, I like
I'm
talking
not
about
risking
the
that.
Cowboys.
The Swami doesn't feel that pick at all. We got the.
This is a good one.
This is
New York Jets. Go ahead. You
New York
do
Jets against Arizona in Arizona. This is a marquee game of the week, probably. Okay, you got the Jets coming off a 2-game winning streak. A 2-game winning streak? Or 1-game winning streak? 1-game winning streak. They had to win that game last week. You know they had to win.
They
so.
had to. They had
All right.
to win that game.
Now Arizona, I'm telling you, man, that kid Murray, yo.
Yo, did the Jets play last week? The Jets are off, right?
I think they just no. Well,
They let me see.
Yeah, they
Last
was
play-
off.
No, they were off
Yeah,
last
the
week.
last play on the 31st.
Yeah, they was
Yeah,
off.
All right, so
Okay.
they got a week of preparation.
Mm.
Devontae Adams can get some more reps with Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? Maybe get that chemistry together. But let me tell you something about Arizona. Got a really surprising good defensive team, right? Also, that kid Murray, man, we're talking Madden moves, man. You ever see that dude run the ball, man?
That
Little
kid is
dude, it's
special.
Madden moves, man. I'm telling you.
NFL should be happy he's not tall enough.
You know what?
2-3 inches, he'd be.
I like the Jets in this game, but you know what? Just the way Arizona's playing, I think they're the better team right now.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with Arizona, man. Who you got, man?
I'm taking on my picks, man.
No, I'm not. You following my picks.
You taking on my picks, man. Stop doing that.
If that's the case, then why we were separated last week? You beat me by one game.
Because
Yeah. you
the
can't even
next
say
game
that about
after
it.
that we're gonna talk about is the reason why. I won by 2 picks. I don't know what I was thinking.
Okay. All right. So who you got now? You got the
Because
Jets.
the Jets, I feel like the Jets are clicking on
Okay.
offense. Like
All
they're
right.
not clicking, but they got something brewing there.
Okay.
It's just that Arizona is they tough. They're a scrappy team. They scrap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're
So,
good.
like-
They're a good squad. But so who you got, bro? You feel like you wavering, man. You left or right? What we got here? What you talking about? Who you got?
I'm gonna just go with it.
You going with the Jets? Oh wow.
I can't go with the Jets. They looking horrible until they show me different though.
All right. Well, the last of the Sunday games, you got the 8:20 game, the evening game. You got the Detroit Lions against the Houston Texans.
My Detroit Lions.
Oh, now you're Detroit Lions. Wow. Well, you know what? You gotta go somewhere and defect because the Patriots ain't doing shit. So you gotta go somewhere and root somebody off.
Why you
So-
bringing up old stuff? First of all, I told you who I'm going for. We were talking about my boy Action Jackson, man. I told you I'm going with the black quarterback with the cornrows, man. Stop playing games. But
oh man, here we go.
in your division, yeah. So get ready. But we ain't talk about that. Detroit Lions. I got the Detroit Lions. I got the Detroit Lions,
I
man.
thought you talking about how good the Texans is.
I got the Detroit Lions, man.
You know what? You know what? You know
Yo,
what
this
I'm
is a
gonna do?
long season, man.
Let me tell you
Season
something.
change.
Just because you picked Detroit, I was going to pick Detroit, but just for the hell of it, I'm turning to the Swami right now. I'm going with Houston. I'm going with the Houston Texans, man.
Boy,
for
oh
the W.
boy. Yo, hey, you gonna get a trophy, right? Last picks. Yeah, I'm joking. You don't like that trophy cap. Yo, listen.
I never got a trophy the last time I beat you, so it doesn't matter. Anyway.
Yeah, anyway, I got the Lions, man. The Lions, they smoking cats.
I'm going with the Texans.
Going with the Texans. How you going with the
Yeah.
young boys?
I think it might even be a high-scoring game, too, by the way.
It should be. It
Point
should
total's
be.
going to be kind of high.
It should be.
But for last but not least, the Monday night game, you got Miami Dolphins at Los Angeles Rams. Tua's playing well.
Yo,
Tua's playing
last week, because I was looking at the schedule,
Can't say.
last week, Miami really looked good. Even him back. You always call it. Even though they lost at the end. And I thought they was going to win.
He's sliding. First of all, he's sliding, doing what he's supposed to do.
You see when he ran
Secondly-
for that first down?
Secondly, they're running the ball a lot.
You have to.
You got to run the ball. You got no choice at this point. If you want to got to finish the season, you have to run the damn football.
The
All
whole
right?
team is in front. He's running the ball.
The plays that they have designed for him, he's releasing the ball quick, one, two, boom, getting out of his hand. He's not thinking
He
that
can't even
right,
touch me.
Right, and the fact that he has such good accuracy and has a strong arm, he's
Yes,
doing well.
accuracy.
So yeah,
You see when he took off though? When he took off
Yeah.
for that first down, you can hear people panicking, like in the air, like you go, like they about to catch a heart attack,
Yo,
like this
man,
guy. Like
listen.
I was like, and then when he got up there, gave him an ovation. I was like, damn, bro, like
Yo.
the fact that when you run,
right.
like you understand he ran for a first down, and it was like, oh shit, he
Listen.
might get hit and die.
Let me tell you something.
Like I never thought of. I mean, excuse my language. Like,
Damn, man.
damn, bro,
That's
that's how I took it. When he hit the ground, I was like, whew.
Yo,
Oh, I don't want to
listen,
see that. Like, I was close.
I've never seen.
I'm sure I'm not the only one who thinking like that.
Concussion was that. I've never, to this day, I've been watching a lot of football in my time. I've never seen concussion like the one he had. That was terrible.
There's no way his
That's
family don't feel
terrible.
the same way that moment. Like, oh God.
Oh,
Like, I know,
yeah,
like,
of course.
like they
of
gotta be
course.
like, God,
But
jeez.
like you said, this is one
Like,
of
who
those
cares
things
who win
where,
this game?
You know, sometimes You don't have, you don't, he got to feed his family. He has to play, man.
Hey, he's young.
And like I said, and he's young for now, but I just hope that later on that he doesn't feel
play
the
this year,
effects.
maybe next year, and that's
Yeah,
it.
you know what
All
I'm
right,
saying?
and they're also playing the LA Rams. Yo, the LA Rams are I'm gonna say this, the underrated dark horse that we didn't expect. Because
Watch
Matt
it.
Stafford got younger out of nowhere. He jumped in Lazarus Pit.
The key to that team is that kid, man. I'm
Or
telling you.
Anuka.
The kid with the hair, man.
Yeah,
the kid with
Anuka.
the,
Yo,
he
he's
can
a
do
real
he
dog.
can do a commercial
But
for
we
for
talked
Head
about
Shoulders,
this,
man. I'm
and I
telling you, the
talked
guy
about
got
this
the hair,
earlier in the
man.
call. Like at least we documented, say what we say, because we be on point. We talked about this that he was a superstar last year.
Yeah.
We've been said this. He's a superstar. It's no,
I mean,
like that's what he do.
These games that they won,
And
it's
Cooper
because
Kupp
of
is
him.
still that dude. Cooper Kupp.
Oh, Cooper Kupp
Put
is-
some respect on that name.
he's-
The
yeah.
thing is, you know what
Yeah.
the thing is?
Yeah.
That nobody want to say it. That I mean, they probably said it or whatever. Aaron Donald. That's the difference between them. It's funny because they had a down year with him, but
Right.
then you have those years.
Right.
And I feel like if he was there
Right.
this year,
Right.
we'll look at him a totally different. But he's not there, so you have to adjust. You don't have
Right.
that defense,
I agree.
offense, because you're not running nothing on him.
Right.
So you have to adjust on that. You're gonna
Right.
pass the ball. You're gonna have more opportunities to get the ball because then they're gonna be dropping passes. The time's gonna
Right.
stop. The time of possession, you're gonna get that. You don't got that no more. You can take advantage of that. Now you can run on the Rams. It's been a long time.
Well,
Once in a while.
But that's some good points you brought up. That's why I'm going to pick Miami in this game.
You pick Miami.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what?
Yes, sir. Miami.
I have Miami.
That's fine. Take it. First of all, we have a lot of different picks here. This is going to separate the men from the boys this week. Because this is it, man. This is week 10? Come on, man. You know it's time for the Swami to turn it up.
You know what?
Turn it up.
I'm gonna change my pick.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna change my pick.
No. Who you got, man?
I got the LA Rams.
Wow.
Going for the upset. At home.
Wow.
Matt Stafford. He jumped in Lazarus Pit, bro. He jumped in the pit. Got younger overnight.
Yeah.
Your man.
Yeah, he's
your
good.
boy.
He's good.
It's your boy.
But I just think that the Dolphins will be ready. I think they have a whole bunch of set plays where this guy is releasing that ball, 1, 2, 3, boom, out. He has that kind of arm. He has that kind of accuracy. So I really like the Dolphins to win two. And like I said, Tariq, he hasn't had a good. The Cheetah hasn't had a good game yet. He hasn't had a good game, but he's
He
still
needs somebody
showing-
throwing the ball.
Yeah, well, you know what? I think they double coverage in the man. I think.
Yo, bro, you make a concussion. He can't stay with that ball too long. That's the thing. And you see what you just
Well,
said?
right.
That's probably one of the reasons why he can't get the ball. Because sometimes I'm gonna do a double coverage on you.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you might have to wait another 2 or 3 seconds. He don't got that time. That's why I throw 3 people on you. I know you're not gonna throw 2 because you know why I know you're gonna throw 2? Because I know you can't take no hit. So I send 2 or 3 blitzes, and I make sure that side is covered. I make sure.
That's a very good point.
Yeah,
that's
man.
a very good point you bring
That's
up.
why he's not getting the ball.
Because he doesn't have time to get the ball to Tariq. Because even though Tariq is probably one of the fastest guys in the league.
And he can run any route. Don't get it twisted. Give me a slide. But he just
like
can't.
you said, but if he doesn't have the protection and the time to get
That's not happening.
Doesn't matter. But I still like them to win this game.
And I like the Rams.
Okay.
We got one more thing to talk about. Let's talk about yesterday's game real fast. Cincinnati Bengals played the Baltimore Ravens.
I watched the game to a
They
certain
won
period of time.
35-34.
I fell asleep on the game, but the parts that I saw the game, they were balling. They were balling.
Balling. They were
Back and forth.
smoking
They
them.
were balling back
And
and
then
forth.
the running back from the Cincinnati Bengals fumbled. It changed the game.
That was it.
It just the momentum.
But I'm telling you, man, Joe Burrow, man, there's something about this dude, man.
Joe Burrow had 400 and something yards and 4 touchdowns.
And Chase.
Somebody
about
said they look like Jerry Rice and Joe Montana. Jamal Chase had 267 yards and 3 touchdowns.
He
So that's
killed him.
insane.
But the problem was when he put that crazy chain on, the team chain when you.
I don't mind. That's funny. It's cool.
But then you lose the game.
All right.
Okay.
Now let me tell you this.
Come on.
They went for 2 for the last play of the game.
Yeah.
Cool. I like the aggressiveness. You know how I feel about not going. But the only thing I'm gonna say is you got to throw the ball to Chase. He was man on man. Got to throw the ball. Force it. I don't care who's there.
Yeah.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
That was the only thing. When it comes to Baltimore defense, I don't know what's going on. They're letting them down. They keep giving up the big plays. They keep giving up the big plays.
They were down, 2 touchdowns?
Yeah,
in that game
almost
at one
3.
point?
It was 2.
And then all of a sudden they say, yo, man, give it to the big fella. Give it to the big fella. Ain't nobody tackling that.
Ain't nobody trying to tackle. Ain't nobody want to tackle.
Yo, nobody wants to tackle that.
You should have seen the fourth quarter. It was like, oh God.
They're like, we ain't tackling this guy.
Let's just hope we don't get the first down.
He's like one of those guys, like, you know how the Energizer Barry goes lower?
Yeah,
he goes higher.
Yeah, that's the thing. He gets stronger,
he gets stronger
as
the game goes on. And he punishes guys.
That's why I say, man,
Yeah.
Kansas City don't want to see Baltimore again because I feel like
Well, I told you what I felt about that. They ain't gonna beat him. They ain't gonna beat him 4
you
times.
said that.
I tell you, they're not
You
gonna
said
beat him.
that.
I mean,
You
right
eventually-
now, Lamar Jackson's the leader, probably vote getter for the MVP this year. Okay.
He just needs that ring so bad. He got all the rings, all the trophies, like everything but the ring. Like that's it, bro.
Did you see that Madden play he did?
When he ran
Oh
for
my
like
God.
he ran.
I can see the guy that played
He
the.
took he took off at the
Yo,
10
yo,
backwards
went
to
backwards.
run 50 yards.
Yo,
Accustomed over time and went back to the 1 yard
ran
line.
like a half a mile.
Like
But it was
that.
all said and done,
Like
man.
that. It was just like
Yo,
that.
and then he almost scored a touchdown. Amazing.
And it counted of 55 yards. Yo,
Crazy.
he's Action Jackson, man.
Yeah, Action Jackson, for real, man. Action Jackson. So, what do you want to go into? Dump to the NBA?
We're gonna dump to the NBA real fast. Just give a quick take before we go. Report is the Knicks traded Julius Randle and Dante. I don't want to mess up his name.
DiVincenzo.
There we go. For Karl Anthony Towns. The reason why they made that trade was for the forecome, just in case to get Giannis Antetokounmpo. I said his name wrong. You know his name.
I call him the Greek Freak. That's why I call
The
him.
Greek Freak.
The Greek Freak.
And so just so you know, the Greek Freak and their team is 1-8. It's reports him and Dillard, they not getting along, but they playing great.
Well,
Team not winning, but their numbers is
I think they're still developing that chemistry amongst them. I don't believe that rumor about
Yeah.
getting Giannis. Even though Giannis, I'm not gonna lie, if Giannis and them don't make the playoffs, he's probably gonna want to be out of there. He's probably gonna demand a trade because I don't think he likes going. And I think that project between him and what you call is not really working out.
So what about the scenario I put out there?
For us to be traded to the Knicks.
Look, it's only a couple teams that can afford this guy. Me, I told everybody like he's going to the Lakers. I always said that, but that's years from now. Who never knows?
Yo.
The team that if he traded for would be Miami, or they had another team, but they don't have the assets. The Knicks have all the assets, and they have the superstar.
Well, Miami, no, Miami got some pretty decent guys there now.
They don't have. They have him and Bam. That's all they got. They got Jimmy and Bam.
No, the other guy too. man.
That's not
the
a
guard. The guard.
We making hypothesis just in case if they got traded for Giannis. You would have to at least put him with a superstar, at least. So who are you trading? You traded Bam?
No, at this point I wouldn't even trade Bam.
Who you trading?
I would trade Butler.
They're not gonna want that. That's not.
I would trade Butler.
That's not gonna work.
Why he still got
That's
some?
not
Why he
gonna
got some tread left on him?
Because you're not gonna trade a 7-footer for a smaller. You know, you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna trade a big for a small.
Well, that's not true because they traded DiVincenzo for fucking Cat.
But-
and Julius Randle.
But Cat Julius and like balances out. Julius Randle 6'10".
I'm just saying, little guys get traded for big guys all the time.
I don't think. I'm just being. I don't know. I'm keeping it real. They're not doing that. But
Well,
they don't
they're
have
not-
picks
they're
though.
not- they're not
But
gonna
they don't have
trade-
picks.
They're not going
Now,
to trade.
that's something new. Okay, they can say the Thunder. Okay, they said the
Yo,
Thunder's
if
the best landing spot.
If the Thunder were to get him,
It's like this. It's like that.
Yeah, you can just throw. Yo, you can
It's
forget
like
about
that.
it.
It's like that. That's what happens.
That team was
That
cold.
just came-
That team was cold. You watched them play the other night, even though they lost that game.
I told you the Thunder's gonna go to the finals either this year or next year.
I didn't think that kid was gonna be that. I'm not gonna lie,
Who,
man.
Giddy? No, not Giddy. Excuse me. He the one that
What's
got
his
traded.
Yeah,
Chet.
What's his
Chet.
name? No. I'm talking about the guard.
Oh, SGH.
I didn't think he was gonna be that good, man.
Shaq Alexander.
Ooh.
He's a superstar. I
Man.
knew that when he was in Kentucky.
Yeah,
he used to wear them short shorts.
I mean, I knew he was gonna be a solid, player.
Yes, sir.
Because Kentucky back then, man, was drafting all number good players.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. Now, I watch him play, man. He reminds me of like George Gervin.
Alex Caruso. That's who Josh Giddey got traded for. Alex Caruso.
Oh, okay.
Even though I feel like they traded Josh Giddey because of the,
Yeah.
Also, Alex Caruso now plays for.
yeah, OKC.
I think it's a good look, good defense.
It is a good look. I would have
good
still
defense.
kept Josh Giddey. It would have. It's just, but with the
Jalen Williams.
No.
Jalen Williams and,
no, bro.
okay.
It's all right. We go ask Caruso.
That's not a bad. I think it's.
They got a great team, man. They got a team that's
Yeah.
gonna win. If they win one chip early, they get a double. They get another.
Yeah, but
And they got
but,
Isaiah
but,
Heinstein for the Knicks.
But that West Coast is wide open, bro.
And the East is terrible this year. What happened to the East is bad this year. Like, it's so bad. Like, there's only like 2 teams that's over 500. The Knicks, I don't know what's going on. The Nets are 4-4. What's that about?
Oh yeah, you're
So
right.
like, yeah, it's a down year. It looks like the Celtics are still undefeated, which I said nobody wants to play them. I don't want to play them.
No, the
Yeah.
Cavs are undefeated.
Who did I say?
You said the Celtics.
Excuse me, I meant to say the Cavs. The Celtics was undefeated, and then they lost to the Golden State
State,
Warriors.
Yeah, they said
But yo, nobody wants to see the Cavaliers. Nobody. The Knicks don't want to see it. No.
They got the big fella back, healthy.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. I wish the
7-footers.
Nets. I wish the Nets never traded him. I wish they would never.
That
got
was
rid
they
of
made
him.
no stop. That made no sense when they did trade him.
I mean, come on. That
It
guy,
made no
You
sense.
saw all the potential in this guy.
Jared
we
Allen
all
is
saw that.
a potential.
Jared
like,
Allen's
yeah,
tough, man.
He's tough.
This dude's blocking LeBron
Everything.
James dunks and everything.
That's when he started getting his respect. He did it to
Yeah,
LeBron,
man.
and LeBron
Come
gave him
on,
respect
man.
too.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Nah. They're a team to be reckoned with. They got Eric Mobley. They got the Twin Towers. Tim Duncan, Dave Robinson, similar. We ain't seen since that.
Yep.
And Donovan Mitchell playing out his mind. Yo, dogs.
yo,
He's
I
playing
can see-
like
I
he
can
possessed,
see,
bro.
I can see why the Knicks wanted him so bad.
They should have made that trade. They told me they didn't want to trade R.J. Barrett. See, that's the thing. We could have made these trades before this
And look how he's playing in Toronto. He ain't playing that bad.
because
He's getting playing time. He's playing okay. Why every time the Knicks trade somebody, they always play good?
Because that's the way it is. But don't put that R.J. Barrett crap because he's supposed to be a superstar that he wasn't. So don't give me that. Don't give
I
me
think
that.
the problem with him is that he couldn't use his other hand.
And that's facts.
That's
He
facts.
just can't go
Okay.
right.
I mean, he reminds me of
Can't go right.
yeah, he can't go right.
Can't go right.
He reminds
Can't
me.
get remember Life can't get right.
Yeah,
He can't.
he reminds me of Dr. J when he played for the Sixers. Couldn't use his other hand.
All right, but it's also a saying though. Dr. J is different. I'm like I was saying like yo, you only got one hand and stop it. The difference is you can't stop it. Like
Well,
Dr.
in
J,
his
you can't
case,
stop it.
Dr. He was so athletic there.
Yeah, stop it. Like, you got one hand. Like stop it. Then.
But then when they
Somebody
played,
said that to me.
But then when they played those good ass Celtic teams, he didn't play too well.
He got a chip though.
Yeah, they had to bring Moses Malone and God
He
bless
did.
his
He
soul.
did.
Rest his
You're
soul.
absolutely right.
Moses Malone, yeah.
You're
you know what
absolutely
I'm
right.
saying?
That is not. Even
Yeah.
though Celtics had a freaking dream team, what are we talking about? Oh, well, we can't do that though, cause that's blasphemous back in the day stuff. Look, we gotta go. Look, we praise y'all, thank y'all, respect y'all. We out. Peace.